1 second. All right. So who here has a business? Put up your hand if you got a business. Okay. Who here is actively using video and streaming in their business? Be honest. Just started. Make it a habit. And I can't stress that enough, to make it a habit. People, I've consulted to a lot of companies, so a bit of background about me. I've got a Master's of Entrepreneurship and Innovation. I was going to do a Master's of E-Business Communication, but dropped out because I had fights with the lecturers, because they were working off books which were outdated. I started a doctorate at 24, but dropped out because there was no money in it. Then I just pretty much lived a very free-spirited life around the world. So I would make money and then just move on. I would make money and move on, so it was a pretty interesting life. For like 10 years, I literally just played. In Ibiza, Miami, you name it, I've probably partied there. So, we've kind of already gone through this, so I want to stream through it. So, that's my background, and then I actually ended up working for a $100 million company a year, and they specialized in real estate courses. Real estate courses, and all those characters, all those speakers, you know those speaker guys, right? I was the guy that made them look good on the internet, and I did reputation management for them. So let's move on pretty quickly. We don't have much time. Is that cool, guys? Can we rock and roll? If I talk fast, just listen faster. It's okay, guys? All right, so let's rock and roll. Okay, we've got the slide. First of all, it's all about live. We discussed that. That's me. That's my old office in the Philippines. I had 36 people, ran 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you want to know more about me, just look me up. You'll find this presentation later. Right now, I want everyone to get on Facebook, which you should be on Facebook already. If you're on a computer, jump on Facebook. Go to this channel, Facebook, White Shirt Marketing. So facebook.com/White Shirt Marketing. And this whole event is being streamed there right now, live, from the very beginning, okay? So we've got 30 minutes, so I'm rocking and rolling, I'm speeding, like everyone does on the I-15. We all flying down there in the fast lane. So, who here has an Apple phone? Put up your hand if you have an Apple phone. Okay, go to Switcher Studio and download Switcher Studio in the App Store. That's all you need to do for now. Because you're actually going to be a camera person for this presentation in around 10 to 15 minutes. That's if you want to be. All I'm going to do is just grab your camera feed and feed it around. It's pretty interesting stuff. So when you stream, you have very basic stream, and then you have different platforms you can use. The platform which Manny mentioned is a platform. You have to find the platform for you. The one I found for me was Switcher Studio. So the agenda is important for social media, video live. We've discussed that already with the other groups. Equipment needed to stay. See all this nice setup? All these little cameras going on, the lights. Actually, this light's not on, so I want to turn it on. Lighting and sound are so important. I can't stress to you enough. You can have bad footage and good sound and get away with it. You can look so much better with the right lighting. You can lose weight, you can put on weight. There's a thing on Facebook right now about the same person being photographs by 6 different people, and they've all got different images. So look that up. Anyway, example using Switcher Studio, questions and answers. So this is really important. This is what your business should look like. It's not just one thing. It is a lot of different touch points. A touch point is where you communicate with your client. You have outbound, managed, and earned touch points. So this is the beginning of the sales cycle, and all through it, you've got social media, you've got agents, brokers, store, branch, direct mail, word of mouth, online display. I come to these meetups because Manny will just drop something like, oh, that's a great app for that, this is the app. Chris will be like, I'm doing this, and this is the platform I'm using. No, write that down on my phone, right? So this is why I come for these meetups, just for this. Hopefully jump back on. So that whole sales cycle is really interesting. All we're focusing on this entire sales cycle in your e-commerce business or your business is social media. And let's go a bit further. We're focusing only on Facebook. This is what this talk about, is only on Facebook. Let's go a bit further. We are only going to be focusing on live stream with some examples of video. This is how niche, that is one speck of 100 in this whole map. You guys with me? So as an e-commerce business person and SEO and digital marketer, you have to have a holistic approach to your business. I can't stress to you enough how many times I've had a guy that turns around and goes, I'm a best-selling author. And I'm like, yeah, here's my book. I look him up on Amazon, no reviews. How are you best-selling offer if you've got no reviews on Amazon? Right? So that's what they call me. Anyway, let's keep going. So touch points build trust and authority, future customer. Websites are to sell. Like I look at Manny's stuff. Manny's a very interesting guy. He's like the real deal. Manny, I've got so much respect for him. His websites, his actual website, but that he sells on, may I mention it? His actual website that he sells on just sells wheels. It doesn't try to build relationships. It's a website to sell. His social media communicates and builds relationships. Very big distinguishing differences. No one hangs out on your website. They hang out at social media. You guys with me? So let's keep moving. Videos and live are the medium. That's the best medium. I actually, with my clients now, when I consult with them, I actually make videos and send them to them rather than type. It's easier for me. I'll put the camera up, everyone's watching on the screen, I'll be like, hi, this is Max, this is what you should be doing, these are my thoughts. I'll put it up on YouTube on an unlisted chat, send it to them, they can watch it anytime they want, they can rewatch it, the staff can watch it. I do it once. You guys with me? So videos and live, I communicate is the best way. Videos are processed by the brain at 60,000 times faster than text. That's why videos work. It's easier for me to show you and talk you through what I'm showing you than you to read it. You guys, I'm actually focusing on a new niche now. I have to do a test. And it's a book this thick and it's just words. It's so hard to get through it. Right? It's a textbook that's so thick. So what I'm going to do in the future, I want to do a video of that book and sell it for $1,000 for everyone to pass the test. Because it's stuff like, it's in construction. And it's stuff like the flange and this and that. I'm like, what the hell is a flange? Do you show me a picture of a flange? Right? And so just to show it visually, I would comprehend it, I would get it, I would pass the test easily. So video is much better. So this is what I was saying before. Everyone's seen this before, correct? You need to communicate differently through different channels, which I'm not going to get into, that social media. All of these have video now, all of them. Every single one of these social media platforms has video. These ones have live, okay? And the way you communicate on these live platforms is different as well. So each of them is unique. By 2019, 80% of all consumer internet traffic will be from video, according to data from Cisco. The quote's there, you'll get the presentation later by Manny. Live video is changing the way brands communicate with audiences. Kim Kardashian is the best in the world at getting social media followers to buy her stuff. She has a lot of money from social media. She's the first that I think that has really capitalized and converted on social media. On my white page, white shirt marketing, I actually got a thing from Forbes on how quick she is when it comes to social media. She's really smart. Think about it, look at her bank account. She's famous for doing nothing. No, she's famous for doing social media really well. What you need to go live. Okay, so first of all, we understand that going live with video is important, yes or no? Yes, no, everyone in the back? Yes, okay, so we understand that video is important and going live is important. So what you need to go live is the following. You need a platform. You can actually, the simplest form to go live is just to put your phone in front of you, do a live video. You need a platform. Easy Live, Grab Video, Ethereum Video, live stream. All of these cost thousands, hundreds or thousands of dollars a month. I've been quoted by one channel, $1,500 a month. Or you get Switcher Studio. How much do you think that is? Give me a number, anyone, scream it out. Free. It's $25 a month. It should be free for what they offer. And it gives you the same capacities as some of these, except you're limited by the equipment you can use, which is only Apple products. But hey, it's cheaper than paying $1,000 a month for one of these programs, right? So Switcher Studio, they have all these interactions. They actually did something with WWF. You can actually chat. They have in and out pictures. You've got a full screen. So right now I'm streaming. You guys with me? You guys on the stream, watching the stream? Okay. If you're watching the stream, this is where it's coming out from. So I'm going to put this up to the camera. Right? So this is like a switcher board. And I can put things flying. So if you're watching right now, I'm going to put in a coop at the top corner. Do you see that? Okay, it's a bit slower on the internet, so you'll probably get it in a minute or so, right? I'm going to put in my logo, white shirt marketing at the bottom. I'll take this one off, put this one on. And you can really play with it. But I'll show you this later. So I actually just put a whole bunch of stuff there right now. And I'm going to put insert commercial here, which is really smart. So with this platform, you can have a stream, put commercials in, put layerings over the top. You can't see it on the board, but you can see it on your Facebook if you're watching it. You'll be able to see it later. Okay, so let's keep going. So for those who are told to download the Switcher Studio, did anyone download it? Put up your hand, yes or no? Okay, thank you so much. At least we have one interactive person. Okay, on that, right, thank you, obrigado, right? So with that, you see if you log in and open it, it says Switcher Studio, correct? On your phone. Let's log in. So much information to give in 30 minutes. This is a crash course. We're going as fast as we can just to get this out, and I'll be able to help you later if you guys need help. So have you logged in? Okay. Okay, so let's go to remote camera when you can. Tell me when you've done that, we'll come back to it. So what happens is all these cameras that you see here, which you can't see in the video land, they'll have an iPhone 7 here. No, that's an iPhone 6 Plus. iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 6 Plus, and an iPad. From this, I've got 2 cameras, and I can connect up to 9 cameras. That's 9 different angles. So if I was doing a car with really cool wheels, I could have 9 of these setups and have the whole car covered and move around the car, talk about it, do everything, have fly-ins, fly-outs. I could have music, I have picture-in-picture. This is what most of you guys are seeing now. Did you put it up? Okay, you don't need a password. Just click on remote camera mode. Okay, now point towards me, towards the ground. I've already got you. So now, you can see me, yep, a bit. You're on, you're filming. Oh. Okay. Exactly. The one I've got is this one. So this is, I'm like, hey, that looks weird, right? So what happens is you got these little cameras here, and you just press the buttons, and it actually slates them on and off, like a full production studio. Chris, you know how all that works, right? So when it's connecting, tell me when it's connected, and we'll hook that up. So let's get moving. So what I'm using is Switcher Studio to stream. The reason why I use Switcher Studio to stream is because of flying the commercials and the videos I can have. Let's keep moving forward. You can stream to YouTube, Facebook Live, or your own website. Side note, grade your content, everybody. Grade your content. Chris, this is really important for your business. This because you sell information. And the other gentleman that was on here before, it's really important for him because he sells information and consulting. You need to grade your business. A, you sell. C is general population. And B is membership groups. Okay? So you have information that you give and that you share. That's the stuff you stream for free on Facebook. That's the stuff you put on YouTube. That's your free information. Then you have the information in your groups. That's the stuff that you have in your groups that you share with your group that maybe has a membership, maybe they are a future prospect lead. And then you have the stuff you sell, which is your course. And you need to connect content for all of these all the time. So let's keep moving forward. So basic equipment setup. This is it. Can you guys see any thoughts? Just need a phone because you need to use Apple software. Just a phone. You can now buy iPhone 7 Plus on OfferUp. I checked it yesterday in Las Vegas for $580. Get an iPad 2 Air, $219. All this is Amazon, really cheap. Bunch of wires. If you're really a nerd, you probably have a bunch already. All right, and Switcher Studio is $25 a month.
What is the iRig?
The iRig, okay, so if you look at my setup right now, I have an iPad connected with an Amazon cord, so it connects the microphone, not the speakers. So that converts the microphone to speakers, connected to the Rode mic, okay? That Rode mic, which is right there on the table. Hey, I want to show everybody on the, let's clean this. There's the camera, there it is. Actually, I won't. Okay, so that Rode mic is connected to the iPad, which I just disconnected. That's why I don't have it, right? Is connected to the iPad, which converts the sound quality. So sound is so important for your videos. So that's the cheap way to doing it. All this actually makes it so the iRig will connect to your iPad, and this channel, 4-channel connector connects to the iRig. You can have 4 different speakers around whatever you're doing. You can have them on the people on the lapel mics and different things like that, so you get really good sound quality. So it's not that expensive to get in, is it? Or you can just, that's another view. That's somebody's setup. His name is Carlos Gonzalez. He runs Stream It. He's from LA, does really cool stuff. That's what it looks like. You guys with me? Here's another person's setup. Brendan Doyle, that's his setup. If you notice, they've got really good quality sound equipment. Chris, you're in the industry. How important is sound?
People have no idea. They'll watch crappy video, but they won't and they'll power through it. But if you've got crappy audio, they'll leave like in 5 seconds.
Ever heard the crackling sound on an audio? Just turn that off, it just bothers your ears.
And that's the first thing that bites the dust, because everyone focuses on the video, but they don't think about the audio.
It's all about sound, lighting. The video, as long as if they can see it. Here's the other thing as well. When you're streaming on social media, on YouTube, not so much on YouTube, on Facebook, if you got a 4K camera, it's pointless because the stream comes out at 720. So it has no real effect on the quality of video, so don't get overcomplicated, don't get over worried about quality of video. Think about quality of sound content, make it interesting. So, worst case scenario, you can just do a phone. Like, you don't really need that much. Just grab a phone and start videoing live. You can put a phone on a tripod. You can buy one of these selfie sticks from the $1 shop for 99 cents. That's good enough. And you're off. Hey, this is Max, I'm here at the meetup, blah, blah, blah. You're connecting with people, okay? And evolve. Always evolve.
And the quality of the cell phones, like the most recent ones, it's amazing.
Yeah. There's a video I saw. I actually went to the NAB show, and there's a video I saw where some guy had a 4K red camera, which is worth like 50,000, 20,000, 40,000, something. It's in the thousands, a red camera. And he had a 4K video from an iPhone 7 Plus, and they were comparable. Like, it's obviously the red camera you can do more tricks with, but it was good enough where it still made a really good cinematographic video, okay? So if you want, you can message me later about that link. So, create content. So now you've got all the equipment, create content. Talk about behind the scenes. Everyone loves behind the scenes. I can't tell you why, I don't know why, but they just do. This or that, like, should I wear the white shirt or should I wear the black shirt? Kim Kardashian does that all the time. Should I cut my hair? Should I not cut my hair? It's like, are you serious? And people are like, cut your hair, cut your hair. And there's all these little lights, little things flying everywhere, right? It's hilarious. People love that. Tolls. So for example, we take the Innovation Center for granted. This is a really forward-thinking building. Just give someone a tour. Hey, this is my new virtual office. I'm coming in here, I check these tables out. These are solid. I could stand on it. Make sure no one's watching. Jump and stand on it. All right? And then,
don't do that.
yeah, there's probably cameras everywhere, right? And even if I get in trouble, I'll be like, I'm doing a really cool video, show them the video, I'll probably get away with it, right? And so the other thing with using a phone for a camera versus a big camera is it's less intrusive. Everyone's used to having a phone in front of them. You have a big camera, you put it in front of them, they freeze. It's really interesting to watch. Chris knows about that, and they've got big cameras, they freak out. When you have a little setup like this, it's nothing. You can't really see it, just hides. It's actually really cool. So content's really important. Interviews, client profiles, if you've got really cool clients, it reinforces your relationship. There's something not many people tell you. Try to get as many testimonials from your businesses, people that you do business with as you can, because the more testimonials you get, the more likely they'll never talk bad about you. It's really interesting. It's one of the tricks that we use in the guru business. Expert opinions, how-to videos, explanation videos. Demonstrating a how-to video and explanation video. A how-to video will be like, this is how you set up a stream. An explanation video would be like, this is why you buy this, and this is the advantages of this actual product, and this is how it works. So you can really talk about just this presentation for a couple of days, right? Events, Q&A, product reviews, discussions. So, remember I talked about the pond digger? That's the pond digger. 87,000 subscribers. All he does is ponds, like ponds with koi. Mind you, I've watched 5 hours of him making ponds, right? But it's pretty interesting. What he does as well, how he uses live, is that he's always at trade shows and different events. So he has this viewership. He has a big Facebook following, and then he streams live to them. If they're at the event, they're going to go to his booth, he's got a sale. And they get to meet him and get a photo with him because he's a celebrity within that scene. Okay, this is another guy, amazing guy, Chris Doe. I think that's his name, Chris Doe. He produces videos every 2 days. Look at that. 6 hours ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days ago. All he does is runs a graphic design firm, teaches people how to run a graphic design firm, and he streams. He actually produces videos over here, as you can see, of how to use lighting and how professional lighting is not cheap.
I think I saw his video about like how much it costs for a logo or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and he does. Yeah, I'll put that one up. I share a lot of his stuff. You probably saw it there, right?
Yeah.
I met him. I call him a gangster in a suit. Like the guy is a machine. Like he's very smart, and he's on this video thing, and he's investing so much into it because everybody that sees him connects with him. Okay. Come back, screen, come back. The next one, you guys may know this guy, from Daryl from Leon Zeal, for those who are in social media marketing. Right, really cool guy, you need to follow him, he's a very young guy. Very smart guy, I think he lives in Singapore, Australia, he's got a straight Singapore accent, I don't know where he is. Joe was actually one of my clients when I was in the Philippines, so he's a really cool guy. What he does, he just interviews people. He just interviews the best in the industry. And it's really funny, Larry King said something. Larry King, if you think about it, didn't produce a movie, has never really done anything in his own right. Same with Oprah, Elle did some things. But what they did is by interviewing celebrities, they themselves became a celebrity. So if you want to become an expert in your industry, just interview the best experts in your industry. It's that simple, right? And then you speak with them, they associate with you, and by interviewing them, you're going to learn, and you're going to get, they're going to lift your brand up. You guys with me? Really smart guy, I have a lot of respect for him. Super Deluxe. Super Deluxe is a website I recommend everyone to follow. It's really wacky and weird. It's like everyone there is on acid or LSD, whatever they're in now, right? And they've got some dark live things, and they've got some really unique live things. Like they did one where they're like, press this button and electrocute this guy. If we get to this many likes, it's got like a little like thing. They had one, we'll make this person eat any sundae from the toppings that you want, and he's like eating a sundae with spam and garlic and stuff. And it's really interesting, and it just gives you creative ideas. That's what it's for, okay? But they're streaming really live. They have 3 million followers. 3 million followers on Facebook, okay? Formula Drift has been streaming live since I can remember, 2008, 2009. And this is their live page. They stream directly to their Facebook, to their website. And this is the actual page. The whole industry is sponsored by sponsors. They don't even need a broadcasting station. They make money through their sponsors. It's just really smart. Live has been around for a long time. It's not going anywhere. If anything, our culture is completely live. There's a page my friend showed me today. John Larson is a really cool guy. He's in the scene. He's one of the organisers, but not here today. He showed me this thing called Facebook Live Map or something. I think it's in them, the references. You can literally go to any part in the world, and when anyone's streaming, you can focus in on them, and you see what they're doing. We saw some guy in Texas that was some preacher, and he had 2,200 people watching. I saw someone in the Philippines talking about how they're in the pool. So it's really interesting stuff with this live business. Now, my favorite celebrity for her social media brand awareness is fantastic. If you know, what do you notice about this picture that's not really, like you wouldn't notice until someone tells you. That's how you know it's good. Go
2 million views.
Not the views, about the video that she's doing. What do you notice about it?
She's shooting vertical.
She's shooting vertical because
But she's
most
also
people...
showing her cleavage button.
Yeah, and smart, right? She's shooting vertical. Most people are going to see her. So she's shooting vertical. That's how most people are going to be watching the stream because they're on their phone. You guys with me? Yeah. Here's the biggest thing. Look how close she is to the camera. She takes the entire camera. Where when you're doing TV presenting, you have someone on a chair, you have someone else on a chair. Person A talks to person B, and on a big 46-inch, 56, 75, 65, whatever you got TV, it looks good. You guys with me? You try to do that setup for a mobile phone, you're like, what the hell's going on there? You can't even see the arms move. So that's why she's so close. So the way you communicate and you film for live is completely different for TV or for a YouTube channel. You guys with me? Yeah. And people love that. That's the whole focus. She's perfectly framed in that image. And then she talks. The other thing is the way she talks. When you do interviews, and I've done media training for some people, pardon?
She talks.
She does, about selling you her creams. But she's making a fortune selling creams. The markup on that would be around 1,000%, if I'm not mistaken. She has a cream, sells it for $50 because it's Kim K cream. Dude, I'm like, that's a good business. If I could sell makeup, I would. Right? So the situation is, so she also talks to the screen in a different way. So when you're doing an interview or a presentation, I'm talking to everybody as a group. I'm trying to engage everybody as a group. You guys with me? When you're doing a video, may I borrow your phone for a second? When you're doing a video, if I'm talking to everybody like this, so my thoughts are this, you'd be like, hey, this is what you should be doing. Blah, 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 blah. You're talking to the person as an individual. Because the mobile device is an individual personal device. That's what she's mastered. Isn't that interesting, right? You don't realize until somebody tells you. Kim K is the best in the world at converting followers to cash. In my opinion, okay? So let's keep moving forward. So my experience with live, I've done live for clients, and some clients have locked it out. This website, this Facebook page I started in January. By, I think it was March, April, we had around 600 people. Then I did a streamed live event. Look at the returns. Just from one stream live event, it just went bonkers. And what I did is I did 10 stream live events, and then the one after I finished, so I streamed the live event. After the live event finished, I look at them, and whichever one has got its own traction is the one I boost to my niche, and then it just explodes. Pretty cool, right? So live streaming really has a big impact and really has a big return. Look at those click-throughs for your people doing social media marketing, around 8-9%. Conservatively, it's not bad, is it? So, social media live is not free. We like to think it's free, but it's not free. It costs time. It costs creativity. Like Manny said previously, ideally you would have one person manning the system, one person manning the cameras, and one person answering the feed. Because if you're really good, that will be interacting with you, okay? Sometimes if you've got the right setup, you can actually have the feed in front of you, a keyboard, you can answer them yourself, okay? So, social media live, it's not free, it costs time. Time is money. So, come back screen, come back. So these are the touch points. You guys with me? You can use social media live. In social media, obviously live, but you can also use it to build relationships after they become a customer. Use it to explain new products that are coming out. So these are the things that you can do. You're pretty much limited by your imagination and your creativity. So touch points build trust and authority, like we said before, but when you continue to use trust points in groups, it builds a returning customer. And eventually, if you're really good, you will have a super fan. So what's a super fan? A super fan is me with Delta. I will pay double the price of a ticket to LA just to fly Delta. I don't care. I love Delta. Compared to Southwest and Frontier, which I sat on and I don't even fit. Right? Like Spirit and all these. I love Sky. There's my wallet. For those who know me knows that's my wallet. I love Delta. It's just one of my things. I'm a diamond member with Delta. I get treated really well. A super fan is somebody that will spend more money to do business with you just because they like you so much, just because they believe in your product and believe in your message. So I'm a super fan for this corporation called Delta. Mind you, if you ever have a problem with Delta and you Twitter, you'll get a response in 3 minutes. Have you done that? Try it one day. Just bitch about Twitter and bitch. Have you done it?
Yeah, it is great for the...
Twitter is just a machine. But mind you, social media is a double-bladed sword. Think about what happened to American Airlines and how that went streaming, right? So it's a matter of, create super fans. Once you have super fans, they will do the marketing for you. So agenda, importance of social media and video. Did I go over that? Yes, no? Yes, no, people, move, we're alive. All right, equipment needed to start. Went over the equipment? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, example using Switcher Studio. I use the example. We're actually streaming right now in Switcher Studio. Okay, let's keep going down. Any questions? We'll hold the questions to the end because we don't have much time. How much time do we have, Manny?
We're good. We're good. We have... How is your... 30, yeah. Yeah, so it's good, yeah.
Okay.
You can have like a couple questions.
Okay, these are the resources I recommend, and this is what I've used on the line. Mind you, this will be going to Manny, and Manny will be posting it up in the group. I did some other things as well, so for those who are streaming, and later on today, you can come and have a look at this, and I'll put this up to the video. Let me go this video. Actually, this video is bigger. So let me go here. So just go to Switcher Studio, look at the set example, but just pass it around. I don't care, just pass it around. Make sure you don't disconnect it, but you can have a look at it, okay? Yes?
Is the video yours?
Okay, so that's really interesting. The moment you put something up on Facebook and YouTube, they have rights to it.
Yeah.
If you put certain music up that is branded music and has royalty rights, they will cut your feed immediately. So you've got to be really aware of that, okay? And that's stuff that you learn when you're doing it. So these are the questions that you learn when you're actually in the game. Does that make sense? The biggest thing for everybody here is you have to produce videos, you have to start doing live. Yeah. I don't care what business you're in. If you're a gardener doing ponds, live. There's some lady that pops pimples who's a doctor. And she's got like hundreds of thousands of followers, right? Yeah, but you watch it, right?
I'm a dermatologist and I hate it. I can't believe how people can watch this.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole scene for that, right? And so there's certain things that happen when you're producing. For example, when I first started streaming Switcher Studio, the feed would drop a lot. But then I figured out why it was dropping. It was dropping because of my my modem wasn't powerful enough to get the cameras going at the same time. I was also doing it in a big event, so the space between the cameras was too much. So you start thinking, mind you, this is an entry-level setup. The whole purpose of this setup is to get your clients, once you start making money, buy better equipment. Eventually the game is to get into live stream when you've got the big cameras and a full production team. This is the startup level.
Yeah, I want to add something to that. If you are really worried about copyright, you shouldn't be using social media for that. You should probably use your own website or something like that in a restricted area. And make sure that also you copyright that video or something like that. You could use like Vimeo Pro to do those kind of stuff. You could like live stream or you produce videos and upload to Vimeo, and then have that broadcast on your own website or something like that. What we are talking here is more like to spread you want people to copy, to download, to share, to do those kind of things. You're not worried about copyright.
Going on what Manny's saying, the biggest thing you have is the sharing. You want to get people to share your stream. If everyone shared this, I would already have around a couple hundred viewers watching. Yes?
Las Vegas is not like other places. If you try to do stuff with wireless mics or with Wi-Fi between different devices on the strip, or any of the off-strip casinos, you may have problems because there's just so much congestion in the wireless bands.
That's correct. And you have to be really aware of what your niche is. Set that up, you can actually do it on the strip if you have the right equipment and the right power. And then there's the strip has got a lot of copyright rights. The casinos are very strict on filming inside the casino for commercial purposes. But here's the biggest thing. There's 1,001 reasons why it can be a no. You just have to make it a yes. You have to keep moving and produce. When I came to America, I had 10 lawyers say, you will never get a green card because of my previous experience. And I had one lawyer go, give me $10,000 and I'll get you one. I'm like, bam, got a green card, now live it, right? So it comes down to who you listen to. You pay a lawyer to tell you how you can do it, not to tell you that you can't do it. And that's the biggest thing, it's a different switch in your mentality. And I think that's what takes people like Manny, Tom, John Larson to different places, because they think to themselves, okay, these are the limitations, how can I do it? I needed to produce for a client something spectacular. And I sat there and I go, what can I do that's spectacular for this client? I need to stream live. Because live has only been around for like a year. It's not that, it's brand new. It's literally brand new, came out in F8. So by streaming live, on streaming live, I'm really going to impress this client. Now, holding a camera on a cell phone is not good enough for me. I need to get the software, because I know the software exists. So I went to the NAB show, and I went to every single booth that was doing streaming live. And my quotes were from $1,000 to $20,000 a month and more. And then Switcher Studio comes out for $25 a month. You've got to use iPhones. I'm like, I'm good, here's my money. Let me throw you my money, right? And I went and bought all these iPhones on offer up. So rather than ask you why you can't do it, because there's 101 reasons why you can't do it, you need to ask yourself, how can I do it and make it legal?
I'm not saying you can't do it, I'm just saying as an FYI, if you've got an idea that you're going to run into the script, you're going to run into some issues that you need to be aware of ahead of time.
Yes, sir.
When you do acquire all the stuff.
All right, and I agree, it's certain things you need to look at.
That's why I say in the beginning, make sure that you know the do's and don'ts. Because you are building your business on top of someone else's business, like
Yes.
Facebook. So they can shut you down. I've seen people get, out of Facebook because they went against the terms and conditions and the policies, the policies and all that. So make sure that if you are using anything, even if you are using those guys, make sure that you know what you are saying and know that you have to follow. Because you are building your business on top of someone else's software, someone else's business.
And if you come to meetups, they're very good meetups. Yeah, there's WordPress, WooCommerce, and this meetup are my three favorites. Manny, Michael always talk about how when you use somebody else's platform like Shopify, they can just take away your business overnight and not even tell you. If you're on Facebook and you do something that pisses them off, they can just cut your whole feed. You got 200,000 people there, they don't care. You're nothing to them. What are you going to do, sue them? Good luck. Even if you have the right
Especially if you are like in a controversial topic like politics or something like that, the other people are going to, report you or something like that, and then, you could be in jail, Facebook jail for a while, so, yeah.
So that's a whole different topic. So you have a question before we move on, and the content time on the presentation is pretty up there.
If you're in an environment where there is no internet connection, what do you think about that software that makes it bookmark and slide?
Okay, so I actually did that as a commercial this morning. So I downloaded a pre-recorded video for an hour. I put it on Switcher Studio. and then I put a little covering saying at 6 p.m. I'm doing a talk, and then I pressed it live.
Yeah, be careful with that because that's not against the
It is, but I'm in the stage where my business is so small and Facebook will be like, I don't really mind, right? There's nothing long term and social on Facebook, but I've seen them kind of let things go as well.
Yeah.
But it's still very much the Wild West, it's an experimental space, right? There's no, the difference between broadcasting, when you broadcast something on TV, you've got to meet FTC regulations. You can't say one thing without it being verified. Online, I saw some guys that are in Houston preaching, and I'm like, this is so. And I'm thinking, my friend, this is so really getting weird to me. This is a different vibe. I'm like, this is so weird. Right? I saw some guy in Las Vegas rapping by himself, streaming live in Facebook. I'm like, where is he going for it? It's like, yeah, he's like in his living room. So it's still very much experimental space. And
this book life is only like a year and 2 months old.
Yeah, it's still cutting edge. Yes.
I got to show
Oh, so we can put here.
talk shows and interviews. So
See?
I'm all set. I got everything, but I
A commercial, yeah.
paralysis. Really hard at getting my.
But I cannot
So
move.
can I get great sound for under $100? And can you just tell me what to get or you
I
just-
just
so-
bought
Ready?
one for.
That's a whole one.
So this one is
I
the
bought one for
editor,
150.
and the
I'm not
camera
supposed to
is
get
not
it.
here, so that's fine.
Yeah.
You just edit here. Just edit, like type,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't overthink it, we can discuss that later. Just do what you can. The biggest
Jake.
thing is do what you can with what you have.
It's his, just show
You're gonna
the
do-
setup.
Rent, if you really want to go
This
overboard,
will not be live.
if you want to go overboard, rent the equipment so you can test it before you buy it.
Yeah, one other thing another tip for if you do live videos, make sure that you can introduce yourself multiple times. Because some people are gonna watch from the beginning, but some other people are gonna jump in the middle. So they can know what you're talking about, who are you or something like that. So don't worry about, saying, oh, I am Manny, I'm doing this because of this, and that, multiple times throughout your video.
Exactly. Keep branding yourself. Okay, one more question and I want to wrap it up. Give it to Tom. Sorry for taking your time, Tom. Yes?
So I have a question on the microphone. It's like that. How do you, because I don't have an iPhone, but how do you keep it from the iPhone's microphone working versus the microphones that you have around? Like how
Okay,
do
so
you put
the
that
program
in?
itself uses the feed from the iPad. So that microphone was previously connected to the iPad that's now going around the room, right?
Yeah.
So that's directly connected to that microphone. Ideally, you have the iRig, which is connected to a channel, and then you can choose the microphones like the DJ and which channel you want up and down. Did everyone have a look at this? Pretty cool, right? Yes, no, do you guys like it? Yeah? $25 a month, is that ridiculous? Like, I'm just blown away. Like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm on that. And there's problems with it. It's not the best software, but for the price, it's like you do what you can with what you have, right?
If you don't pay, you can use it.
There's a 14-day free trial that you have to pay to actually use it. I just for $25 and what they've done. Like I honestly don't know how they're funding the company. It was on their social. There's a page they have called Switcher Studio Enthusiasts. They've got 400 members. If all 400 members were paying, they're still not covering the cost of development, right?
They make it up in volume.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I would hope so, but it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good.
I guess they're gonna get some
In the future,
price pretty soon.
maybe they sell it. I don't know, right? But it's a really good software for the price.
Facebook may buy them.
I'm sure there's a lot of things. So while Tom's setting up, I'll answer a couple more questions. First of all, do you guys like the presentation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I know this gentleman who does some really cool stuff in real estate, right?
Yes.
Your industry is perfect and your websites are old enough perfectly to go live and build your social media out. And you're a good face man to talk about your product, so you should definitely get on it. I know your business.
And do a tour of the house with the phone.
Well, I've been shooting video of houses since I'm 9.
Yeah.
They're video, they're not live.
Yeah, so go live, start speaking to people. So any more questions? Someone else? Yes, ma'am.
How can we get a copy of yours?
Okay, so to get a copy of this, Manny's got two groups. He's got the, that's part of my recommendations, one of Manny's groups, which is really cool. And go to the meetup page, is that right, Manny?
Yeah, I'm gonna post there.
So he's going to post it up on the meetup page, and you can actually get a copy of that presentation, and it'll have all the information. Also has the references. Some of the quotes I used are from really interesting articles, so I would recommend you read the 25-page white page on it. Okay? Yes, sir.
There was a couple of questions on microphones, and you really only need to worry about the directional pattern that it's projecting,
Yes.
and that if you drop it, it doesn't break. Any other criteria don't matter.
That's pretty
because
cool.
When the stuff is streamed, there's so much compression, you're not going to hear nuances and slew rates and anything.
That
That's
is
all
awesome.
matters.
And that's really good advice. And I'm not a microphoning
Yeah.
expert, so there's so many different areas where you could be an expert. And yeah, I would speak to a gentleman like that who knows more about microphones.
Yeah, and also we are all humans, you know, we make mistakes, we learn with our mistakes, and you know, you're gonna do it. Practice makes perfect. So you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you get better.
Next thing you know, you got 1.5 million followers
Right?
in a Facebook group. Like, just saying, all
I'm
right?
gonna say with the microphone, I
Yeah,
bought a
yeah.
lavalier mic that has 16-foot cord on it, and I just got finished recording 39 training videos, and it sounds awesome.
Because you have good sound
And I paid
rejection.
$15 for it.
All right, guys, let's start
Good sound
focusing.
rejection, and it's hard to drop a lavalier mic. So you need to
All right, so here we go. Now we've got Tom presenting on, and I'll leave Tom take it over. Give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, that's very informative. We'll talk later. I got some video ideas. So.
All right, cool.
I'm Tom Brown, and